Hello and welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. We are on the Friday before exam week, and it might be time to study. Before we do, let's check the TV. Winter sales about to begin at many major retailers. The town's department stores have calculated their estimated profits for the holiday season. Though they were hoping for revenues of 110% to 120%, the lack of shoppers due to apathy syndrome will mean those expectations will be missed. That makes sense. Not great for the health of the stores, though. Hello.
Hey!
It sucks we have exams at a time like this. Are you studying for them? Yeah, I am.
Huh?
Seriously? Wow. I'm impressed that you're able to concentrate with all that's going on. Hello.
Nah.
Dude, I'm in serious trouble. I haven't studied at all for the exams. What about you? Of course I have.
What?
What? You're hanging me out to dry? What the heck? We're buddies, right? Pals, partners in crimes. Come on, join me on the road to failure. No, I'm first in the class. I'm going to succeed. Can I help you? Let's talk.
Okay.
I was thinking about the connection between what Ikutsuki-san and Ryochi-kun both told us, and then everything finally made sense. Ikutsuki-san made us fight the 12 shadows in the hopes the appraiser would return. And by doing so, we managed to fuse Ryochi-kun, who was inside you, with the 12 shadows. And that's when Ryochi-kun appeared to us as the appraiser in a completed form. Okay. It also kind of implies that given that Ikutsuki was pulling strings to get people into the storm who had awakened personas, that Ikutsuki deliberately got us into the dorm, right? It kind of implies that he started the whole chain of events by getting us back here. Now, I love that Ryoji would say it's destiny or something like that, but to me, it's Ikutsuki has worked out what needed to be done and did it. But maybe I'm incorrect on that one. Also, just because she's the person who controls Tartarus, I looked up when the last group go into Tartarus. And I believe that the last missing people go into Tartarus on the 22nd. I might be wrong about that, I'll double check it, but I believe it's the 22nd, and there's only one lot of 2 this month who go in there. So, anytime after the 22nd, we can go to Tartarus, right? We have basically a week to go, so we're very, very well set for that. Hey, Ken. Although when I say we have a week to go, I kind of assume that some of these days are going to be filled with nonsense. Like, I don't know, maybe the 25th or something will have something going on, but yeah. Anyway, we want to go after the 22nd on a day that's convenient. Hello, Ken. It'll be hard to go back to the way things were. No matter what I do, I find myself going in circles. That's an interesting question for Ken. Because Ken had a thing against Shinji because Shinji's persona killed his mother. But if you can't remember the Dark Hour, then Ken won't remember Shinji's persona because that was during the Dark Hour, which means that he won't have it won't reset him to looking for vengeance. He'll just simply believe that his mother died in the way that he was told his mother died. So that would completely change Ken in theory. That's kind of an interesting thought. Anyway. Hello, you two.
Yeah?
Oh, Zappla, you here for a change of pace? Mitsuru and I are trying to study, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Oh, right.
Hey, you should join us. We might make some progress, all 3 of us together, don't you think? Sure.
Alright.
Good, then it's settled. Go get your things and meet us back here.
Mitsuru? That section won't be covered on the exam.
Oh, sorry. I'm having some difficulty concentrating.
Guess that's to be expected with everything going on. I'm not immune to it either. Sorry. I know we're the ones who invited you to study, but... well, just look at us.
My mind has been flooded. We have to say the last one. It doesn't matter what the other 2 are, we have to say the last one because there's a chance it happens. Want to sing a song?
You're so relaxed, it's almost scary. If you're hiding how you really feel, I'd say you're doing a good job of it. But in your case...
Yes, I doubt it's an act. This is just who he is. Well, we can't let ourselves be outdone now, can we? Rain or shine, this is still the last exam we'll ever take as high school students. All the more reason to give it our all.
You're right. There's no excuse for slacking. It's time to prove what these last 3 years have led up to.
Ooh, I see the fire in your eyes. At this rate, I may have to relinquish my position as top student. That said, test results are but a single measure. What truly matters is that we continue to improve ourselves. May we both make this a triumphant finale to our time here.
Back to normal, I see.
Sorry for causing you concern. Rest assured, we're both in the right mindset now. Well, I think we've dallied enough. We'll need to make up for lost time.
I can sense a strong motivation from Mitsuru and Sanada. I feel like I'm focusing better than usual. Now that would have given us academics, however we've already maxed our academics. It's also interesting to see how like Ken was kind of bouncing back in his studying session, and then these two, you could almost feel like there was more of a burden on them. Like, they were taking it a little bit more seriously. It's just an interesting contrast.
Whoa. Didn't realize so much time had passed. Guess I was in the zone.
I don't think I've been able to focus this well in a long while. I've just finished reviewing the material.
You two were serious, huh?
Serious? Not even close. But I guess that means we've earned a bit of your respect back.
We're almost through this. Keep at it, you two.
Cool. Guess that's that. Now all we gotta do is ace the exams.
That's all we gotta do. Ace the exams. Easy as that. Well, it's Saturday, time to go back to school for another lesson.
Let's skim through this chapter.
Exams start next Monday, so today I'll be covering some of the more historically significant years. 645 was the Taika Reform. 710 was when the Hijo-Kyo was established. 794 was when the Hinon-Kyo was established. I'm gonna skip ahead a few hundred years now. I'm feeling sleepy. I'll stay awake.
Yes, exactly.
1185 was the Battle of Dan no Ura, and 1192 was when the Kamakura Shogunate was established. Oh, we're real close to the age of the samurai now. I forced myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture. Wow, my academics went up. And now, it's after school, and Mitsuru, do I hear a message from you? I do! I know I gave you some trouble the other day, it's been on my mind the whole time. Could we meet? I'd like to talk with you. You tell me that Mitsuru wants to speak with us again? I am shocked. Who's available today? Mitsuru. And nobody else. Well, I think we'll hang out with Mitsuru today. It was a tough choice, but we'll go with it. Oh, Zapla.
Seti.
I need to talk to you. I'm pretty sure you already know what about. I need to tell you what's on my mind. We can talk later if you don't have the time now. No, we'll talk now.
My apologies.
Alright then. In that case, could we go to the roof?
All right. I don't think anyone will come up here for a while. I leveraged my position on the student council to make it happen. And this is, the first time I've ever used my authority for personal reasons. Wait, that's not important right now. What am I doing? What I'm trying to say is, we need to talk. Firstly, I have to apologize. I'm sorry for what happened last time.
Don't worry about it. I think is the right answer. What happened? I don't think that's the right way to go about it, or it made me happy. Maybe what happened is a callback to her telling us to forget about something before, but... I think don't worry about it is a nice neutral option.
That's kind of you. Thank you. The things my ex-fiancé said to you were inexcusable, but more importantly, I wanted to apologize for my own behavior. When that happened, I said all manner of things about you, and then I just ran off. That was unbelievably insensitive of me. I'm sorry. I had been planning on telling you my feelings. I just didn't think I'd end up shouting them in public like that.
Talk about bold.
Hey, don't tease me like that. I didn't think I had it in me either. Ever since I started spending time with you, my life has been full of new experiences. I felt shock, joy, even outrage, but every time I've always been thinking of you. Now that it's come to this, I'm obligated to tell you exactly how I feel. Here goes. I love you.
Mitsuru's voice is trembling. I'd better choose my words carefully. Come to think of it, I have a special relationship with another person already.
I feel like I'm going to die of embarrassment.
Well, I love you too.
You love me too? I'm so happy to hear that. Or should I say, I'm thankful? My heart. At this rate, it's going to end up like last time. It really is wonderful, though, to know that the feeling is mutual. I'm glad I managed to open my heart. As of today, you're more than just a friend to me. That said, given my situation, I can't go public about this just yet.
I can sense Mitsuru's deep affection for me. Things seem to be getting serious. Rank up! We are now rank 9 in the Emperor's Social Link with Mitsuru Kirijo. The fact it's given us the warning each and every time makes me worried that they've added something into this version of the game. Some kind of punishment for continuing to say yes despite the repeated warnings, but we will simply see where it goes. There's no going back now.
Say, I've been thinking about this for a while now, but the way you address me...
Mitsuru?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You're on a first-name basis with me, while I've been sticking to formalities. It's a bit unbalanced. All right. I've decided. From now on, when it's just the two of us, I'll call you by your first name. It's going to be a bit awkward for me, but trust that this is what I want. In any case, today marks a change. I'm not going to let myself be constrained by my family heritage. It's because of who I am as an individual that I ended up meeting you. Ugh, look at all these things you're making me say. You'd better take responsibility for this.
Interesting. The previous line is who she is as an individual that has led us to this. Well, that's partially true. However, what led her to this was, apparently, according to Ryoji, us drawing in other Persona users. So in a way, she was drawn to us because she had a persona. But a persona is a reflection of the individual, and having a persona is a reflection of the individual. So in a way, it is her individuality that then brought her to us, even if that wasn't directly consciously bringing us to us. But then also, in a way, it's also Ikutsuki bringing everybody together that brought her to us. But it's all sorts of weirdness getting into this here, with the fact that the subconscious mind is reality in this universe. So it's kind of like yeah, okay, her personality was drawn to us, so therefore she was drawn to us, but her personality is also a thing that can be interacted with. It's all sorts of weird stuff. Anyway, I said personality, and I think I should have said persona, because it's not quite the same thing. Moving on.
Well, this is a start. Don't let go just yet.
We spent more time together, then returned to the dorm. And now, it's the evening. Oh, hello. Sapla-kun, don't forget it's almost time for exams. I've been having a hard time trying to study though. When I'm alone, my mind wanders. Sapla-kun, do you think that maybe we could study together? What a concept. Anyway, oh, be nice if you could join me in my training regime. Come meet me at Watodai Station if you're feeling up to it, where the wait is over. Interesting.
No.
Although I propose living life as normally as possible, I suppose that's easier said than done. Knowing what's going to happen, it's almost too much to bear. Now that's interesting that this is available on the same night that an Akihiko one is available. The political party tried to oust the insurgents, but the opposing party was comprised of over 50 members. The party chairman had no choice but to retract his statement. At this rate, there will likely be a debate over which party is in the wrong. Okay, so I've been thinking how I want to handle this. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to create a save here. That's step number 1. We're going to go hang out with Akihiko, and then we're going to get to the next day. If the next day has these people available, we'll simply do it then, assuming that there are not 2 study events. If they are not available, we'll reload, do this, and then we'll reload again after the Akihiko one. Because I think that Akihiko is the one I want to do more. Okay. Let's do this. Also, you said meet me at the station, and I went to the strip mall. What am I doing? Hello.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. It's pretty cold today, huh? You saw my text, right? Want to get moving and warm up a little? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool, let's do this. I know this wasn't your idea, but I'm not planning on letting you cut corners. Alright, let's... first on the list is jogging to Naganaki Shrine. Let's go.
You were actually able to keep up with me on my training regimen. I'm impressed. So, what do you think?
Of what?
Well, the reason I asked you to join me today is...
We finally found you, Akihiko Sanada. We've had a good run up until now. Today's where it ends.
Don't feel bad about screaming if you gotta. No one's coming to save you, though.
These guys just don't know when to quit.
Now, the symbol that they've got on their jackets is interesting, because I know that there was a cult in Japan, like a fairly famous one. And I think that symbol might be that cult symbol. That's interesting. Either that or it's just meant to be like a gang like symbol or something like that. But okay, carry on.
There's no getting away this time, not for you, and not for your chicken shit buddy either.
Not that it'd matter anyway. You guys live at the dorm nearby, don't you?
Yeah, we saw some girls there, and a kid, too. I sure hope they're keeping safe.
You're the scum of the earth.
Stay back. I'll create an opening so you can escape. If you're going after my friends, then I'll be your first obstacle. Come on, make your move.
Don't you know what'll happen if a trained guy like you hits an amateur? The boxing team will be suspended, and you'll be expelled. Or worse, you'll go to prison, and your life will be over. Is that what you want? Huh?
That is true. I could never do something like that to my supervisor, or my boxing teammates. But even if that's how I feel, I can't back down now. I'll carry that responsibility and pay for it the rest of my life if I have to. I will protect what's important to me. That's why I have these fists.
Ah, what the hell are you going on about?
Oh,
It's legitimate self-defense.
all right then. I'll trust my back to you. Just try not to hurt him. I'm sure you can handle that.
Cocky little bastards!
Looks like that does it. That was quite the challenge considering their numbers. Are you alright? Don't ever show your face around here again. If I ever hear you're threatening my friends, you know what'll happen next.
Got it.
Come on, it's getting cold. Plus, someone might have called the police. Let's go to my room for now.
Oh, going back to his room.
Well, I'd like to put out some tea, but I have to take these off first.
Okay, we have previously seen his room in one of the, what was it? Yeah, one of the videos up on floor 4. We can see it from a slightly different angle. We can see he's got the protein powder, I think, over there, maybe. He's got a lot of trophies, so many that he's having to use extra shelves for them. This little training setup. Yeah, pretty much what you would expect, to be honest. There's not a lot out of place. Stylish.
They're more than just fashionable. These hand wraps protect my hands and wrists. Not only do these protect me, but they can affect the power of my punches depending on how I wrap them. Whether my fists deal damage or not depends on these. I guess they're like my partners in the ring. Anyways, make yourself comfortable. So, the reason I asked you to join me today, it's because I wanted you to know what I've been working on. I spent a lot of time training and gaining more experience. And I thought I'd finally reached a point where I could feel confident in my abilities. But after hearing what the appraiser said, I felt afraid. I felt anger too, knowing that all the training I'd put myself through was meaningless. I told myself I'd face things head on, but I'm still as weak as I was before. Tell me, do you think I'm strong enough now?
Definitely.
I'd like to think so, but I did lose my way. Everyone loses confidence in themselves from time to time. And that's when their weakness rears its ugly head. Being on the verge of grasping something, but grappling with the fear and frustration of losing everything again. It's so hard to overcome. And it's a feeling I understand all too well. I know we've pushed this crucial decision on you. And I can only imagine how hard that must be. But try not to blame Junpei and the others.
I know.
You really are strong, you know that? Anyway, as someone who was there too, I just wanted you to know. No matter what you decide, I'm still gonna do what I have to do. I've faced off against countless opponents to get where I am now. If I said all my training was meaningless, then that would be spitting on all of their efforts too. And that would be absolutely unacceptable. Wouldn't you agree? Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent like that. Not only did I ask you to join me today, but you got dragged into my fight too. I've got to at least pay you back for that. I'm pretty sure my special protein blend is around here somewhere.
You can see a familiar handmade craft on the desk. It's that cardboard gold medal that Sanada's sister made.
Oh, that. I was thinking of sending that back to my parents when I write them a New Year's card. We don't know how the future's gonna turn out. It's better if it doesn't stay with me.
This belongs to you. Also, wait a second.
I was thinking of sending that back to my parents when I write them a New Year's card.
Excuse me? I don't know why I thought his parents were dead. Give me a second. Okay, I'm not the only person who didn't know this. There was somebody who I found on Reddit who asked the exact same question. They were like, I was doing these new hangout events in Persona 3 Reload and he just drops the fact that he has parents. And I was like, what? Anyway, from the top comment, it's not a change. He was always adopted. It was mentioned in the drama CD and the Persona 3 official design works. However, they were not in the original game, which means that if you only played the game, you had no idea that happened. Anyway, this still belongs to you.
You're one unusual guy. I was thinking this during the fight earlier, but for some reason, I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. Together, we can overcome anything.
Also, I forgot to mention, he did also mention he had parents in the second one, which means this might be the second time I've had this revelation, as in the second hangout event, but maybe I missed it then. But anyway, back to this.
For a long time, all I cared about was having the power to protect others. And I thought being hard on myself and competing with others was the only way I was going to do that. Although, it is true that I've gotten more capable through my reckless approach. But now, there are others who fight alongside me. So I have people who I want to protect. But at the same time, I want them to be there fighting with me. In the end, it's because I have all of you that I feel like I can become even stronger. I still don't know if I'm strong or kind enough to deserve this medal, but this is my starting point. And it's something that I should keep with me. You've taught me another valuable lesson today. Now, where to put this?
Why don't you display it?
Yeah, I think I will. I did it, Miki.
You deserve it.
It's a huge honor. I'll fight to protect it like a champ, guarding his title. I may not be very good at motivating people with words, or communicating how I feel, but you can trust I'll never back down from a fight. Even if I'm battered and on the ground, I'll get back up every time. I'll never give up. That's my duty to all of you, so you can count on me. I swear I will protect you. That being said, there's still so much I owe you for. I'll be doing what I can to pay back that debt. I haven't really thanked you for all your help until now either. Ah, right. I was going to at least thank you for what you did today. Damn. Looks like I'm out of protein powder. What else do I have? Ah, here. You can have these dumbbells.
Oh,
Just a minute. I'll get them ready for you.
okay. Kind of random.
You could change the weight on these ones to match whatever your muscle strength is. In your case, I'd start with 8 kilos. No, actually, I think you can handle 10. You could also use a machine, but you gotta do some resistance training with free weights too.
I quietly acknowledge Sanada's determination, then return to my room. I feel inspired by his enthusiasm. Max SP increased by 3. It is a little bit funny that they have these events and they're really meaningful and they're really thought out, and then it's just like, at the end it just goes, Max XP, or SP increased by 3, and you're like, oh, alright then. It's almost time for the home shopping show. Okay, we don't need to be that worried about it. Right, I'm going to do a save here. And now, we're going to jump back to the previous save. Actually, before we do that, now that I've got the save here, I'm going to rest in the bed. Yeah. We're just going to skip to the evening. And I'm just going to see if anyone's available today. Oh, hey, exams start tomorrow. Cool. Right. Yeah, so there is no studying available with them today. There is studying with Yukari and Fuka, but is that the same study event? I guess we'll find out. Anyway, let's load this, and if it's the same study event, we'll just skip it on. Well, we'll do it, but we'll skip it on this day. So let's load the previous one. Now we're hanging out with teammates. Oh, Zaplakun, good timing. Fuka just suggested that we study for the exams together.
Hey!
Come on, there's no point in studying at a time like this. You're with me, right, dude?
Jeez.
At a time like this, huh? Like you'd want to study if things were normal. I just thought studying with everyone might help take our minds off things. So if it's not too much trouble, what do you think, Zaplakun? Let's study together.
Thank you.
That's great. I'm so glad that we can all study together again, even at a time like this.
Okay.
Zaplakun, you can sit here. Come on, Junpei, stop zoning out.
I think I forgot my eraser back in my room. Junpei, I'm borrowing yours for a sec.
Hold on! Only the flat side, okay? It's brand new. Gotta keep the corners sharp.
Huh? What's the big deal? It's just an eraser.
An eraser's corners are a special privilege reserved for the owner. A precious and fleeting source of euphoria. You learned that when you were a kid? One man's eraser is another man's treasure.
I don't have time for this.
Come on, Fuka. You get what I'm saying here? You're laughing, but this is a serious matter.
Oh, sorry. It just crossed my mind how peaceful things are. It's strange that just being able to study with everyone like this can make me feel so happy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It makes me wonder if this might be the last time we ever get to do this. Just kidding. Sorry, forget I said that. I was just thinking about next year.
You like studying that much?
That's not really what I meant. You're a real goof sometimes. I never know what to expect out of you at a time like this. But thanks. I think I needed that.
All right, time to get back to studying. Oh, Fuka, can I have some lead for my pencil?
Oh, sure. You can take some from this one.
Thankies! Oh, dude, let me borrow your highlighter for a sec.
We all concentrated on studying, and would have gained some points of academics, if I didn't already have those.
Hey, Yuka-tan! Mind if I borrow your ruler?
I guess, but why have you been borrowing all of our stuff? Don't you have your own?
Listen, when I heard you forgot your eraser, something just hit me. The simple act of helping each other out is like, that's what it's all about, you know? That's happiness.
Junpei-kun.
You say that, but you probably just forgot to bring all your stuff, didn't you?
Busted.
Thank you for studying with me, everyone. I hope we can do this again.
Okay. So now it goes to Sunday. Okay. Now we're gonna go to bed. And then we're just gonna see whether there's a study event on. So there is still a study event on this day. So these are unique study events. Okay, so that means that actually that is missable content. Cool. Anyway, back to our room, because you see, the thing that we're not going to miss is the home shopping channel. Also, I need to click through these.
It's amazing commodities!
I'm your host Tanaka with a live presentation of my amazing commodities. We'll show you great products at unbeatable prices, so don't touch that dial because you won't want to miss these.
I'm going to
Today
do it.
we're introducing the exam support set. The end of the year is fast approaching and exam season is here. With this set, test taking will be a breeze.
Good.
First up, we have the Victory headband. Just wrap this around your head and you'll pass with flying colors. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. But wait, there's more.
Not
We'll
bad,
throw
kid.
in this Mind Supplement too. Guess how many? 10. All of this for just 29,800 yen. This is a special, limited product available today only. You heard it right, today only. Yeah. I bought it.
Thanks,
Next
kid.
time we'll be introducing a warm and toasty winter set. Don't miss it. That's it for today. We're all out. It's all sold out. Sorry, folks.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next Sunday, same time, same channel. Why am I thinking that his warm and toasty set is literally just like a slice of toast? I kind of get the feeling that's what we might get. But anyway, Koromaru. He almost looks like he's smiling. He's also panting quite hard. Why is Ken staring at us doing this?
By the way,
It's pretty rare for you to be here, Mitsuru-san.
is that so?
Is it now? Well, I suppose it's true I've never laughed like this with all of you before. It's a pleasant change of pace. I'll join you again if the opportunity presents itself. We'll be happy to have you any time, right, Fuka?
Uh-huh.
Of course, let's do this again. Well, maybe I will.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot to think about, but we still have to study for our exams. Or rather, I feel like I'll go crazy if I don't.
What?
Wow, Fuka-san, you're a really serious student. I know what you mean, as much as I hate to admit it.
Yes, precisely.
That's fine, it's probably for the best. In fact, getting back into your routine might help you think more clearly when the day comes.
Oh, maybe...
You're not going to say, why aren't you studying, or something like that. Just so you know, it would be pretty rude to interrupt a conversation like that. Besides, it's important to take breaks, too.
Precisely.
You're right. And last-minute studying won't make much of a difference anyway.
Isn't that...
Wait, is that your way of saying we're hopeless? That's not very nice, Senpai. Hello. Everyone needs a break once in a while. Would you like to join us? Wait, Senpai, it's girl time, remember?
Oh,
But what about me and Koromaru? It's okay, dogs and grade schoolers are allowed. Well, you heard her. Sorry, but the decision has been made. Alright, well, I'll just go downstairs. Don't mind me. All alone. Nobody else to hang out with today. Okay, well, I guess we'll go. Hello.
I guess so.
Yes, she said we should just act like everything is normal. But that probably refers to keeping our emotions in check. Doesn't mean you don't have to study for exams if you normally don't. You'll be fine though, won't you? Of course.
Oh, right.
Well, that's good. Actually, you know what? What about you? Oh, I'm good to go. I've gotten in the habit of studying every day. That's a good habit to have. I never got into that. Right, 12:23. Just wanted to double check. I remember the 3 in my head went wild. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, episode 43, Inside the Body Politic, the Featherman shrink down to investigate an official's disease. On to today's news. Apathy Syndrome still has no... You'll notice how they don't say that the Featherman are inside the politician. I'm just gonna say that they didn't use the phrasing in that way. But yet whenever Ryoji is around, they kept saying Ryoji is inside me. Anyway, let's head over here to Mamoru. Do we have a star? We do. Oh, well, there you go. We're gonna go hang out with Mamoru. Easy as that. Hello, how's your mother?
Hey.
Oh, Zapla, I wish we could grab a bite, or I could grab a bite with you, but I can't today. I just need to talk to you. Do you mind joining me? Yeah, let's go.
My bad.
Thanks, I owe you one. Let's head somewhere else, maybe the shrine?
Thanks for coming all the way here for this.
It's no problem at all.
Glad to hear that. I wanted someplace quiet to talk. I just came from the hospital. After this, I have to pick my sister up from preschool, go shopping, cook dinner, do laundry. There's still so much I have to do.
Sounds pretty rough.
It sure is. But I can handle it. My mom had to do all this every single day. Remember how I told you I had a chance to win that scholarship? Turns out I can't practice anymore. I just don't have the time for it. Besides, even with the scholarship, we still can't afford college. I mean, we don't even have enough to survive. We already lost Dad, and now Mom can't work. It's up to me to earn a living. I have no choice but to give up track. Why'd you have to die, Dad?
Well, this isn't your fault, or do something about it. Now, in the previous one, I felt stop whining was the wrong thing to say, right? Because I felt that sounded a bit rude. But I think we're going to have to say do something about it. I don't know what it's going to do. I think he's not going to like it, but it could be a secret good option.
Don't you think I want to? There's nothing I can do. Is this really how it ends for me?
Turns out it wasn't a secret good option, it was a very obvious bad option. Now, they're very close. Don't give up yet.
You're right. I've come too far to give up now. I'm gonna compete. Even if it's my last time, I want to win. I've dedicated most of my life to track and field. It's time to put everything I've learned to the ultimate test. I'm glad we could talk. Everything feels a lot clearer now. Because of you, I have something to aim for. Thanks, man.
I helped Hayase figure himself out. I feel like we're getting closer. Rank up! We are now rank 7 in the Star Social Link with the rival athlete.
Oh, crap. My sister's probably waiting for me. See ya.
See ya. I parted ways with Hayase and went back to the dorm. It's now evening. Hey man, exams start tomorrow, huh? I guess this'll be the first time I use an exam to distract me from something else, haha. Mail? Nothing, nothing. Nothing. TV? Nothing. Upstairs? Nothing. Okay. Well, let's study.
Hey.
Oh hey, Zaplagoon, you remember finals start tomorrow, right? So I was just talking to Fuka, and we want to try studying together with everyone, like normal. I was gonna talk to Kirijo-senpai about it, but it seems she went out for a bit. Wonder if we'll get into trouble for organizing it without permission. Well, we can just apologize if that happens, but do you think anyone else wants to study anyway? You're right, some of them might want to be left alone, but
Hey!
What do you think? You want to study and try and get things back into the normal swing of things? Or try to get back into the normal swing of things? Or we can just be like, I want to go to Tartarus. No, I want to study together.
Thanks.
Really? Me too. Yeah, I'm going to give it another shot. Or I'm going to give it a shot and invite everyone. You should get your materials to get ready in the meantime. I'll go with you, Yukari-chan.
Hey, so, didn't Kirijo-senpai say we shouldn't be hanging out like this? Think she'll be mad if she finds out?
I kind of doubt it, but I won't deny that seeing you all does remind me of recent events.
Right. Well then, why don't we just call it a wrap here?
Sonata-senpai, I'd like to ask for some help with this question.
Oh, wait, Junpei-kun. I wanted to ask you,
I think I'll take Koromaru for a walk.
They're stalling.
Hey, wait! We'll all take him on a walk when we're done. You can sit back down, Amada-kun. I guess you found out. I was planning on inviting you too, Mitsuru-senpai. I do understand that we don't have time for chit-chat, but I just wanted to spend time with everyone.
This was actually my idea. I was the one who wanted to gather everyone. So, I'm sorry. I don't want everyone to get in trouble for my selfishness.
Hey, you shouldn't be the only one that has to apologize. I feel the same way, Fuka.
Thanks, Yukari-chan. It's just... when I think this might be the last... in any case, I apologize for this. Let's just call it for today.
We're not calling it.
Thank you. After warning you all, I wasn't sure how to go back on it. I was actually taking a walk to mull it over. Yukari, Yamagishi, I feel the same way you do.
You did say we should try to go about our lives for now. You hear that, Junpei? Let's get to it.
If we're talking my life, studying's the last thing I'd be doing.
Mitsuru-senpai, could you help me with this?
Of course. What question did you need help with?
We studied together as we always do. I feel I was able to focus better than usual.
How long have we been studying? Time really flies when we're all in it together.
I agree. Thank you for going along with my suggestion, everyone.
Time well spent.
You think so? I hope everyone else feels the same way.
By the way, I hope you haven't forgotten about taking Koromaru for a walk.
Of course not. Come on, everyone, let's go.
That'll be it for studying then. Everyone, make sure to give it your all on the exams.
I'm ready. I'm in exam mode. We're gonna pass. Second semester final exams begin today and will last for 6 days. Early morning. This question seems familiar. Which of the following originated in India? The number 0. That's correct. I have a feeling this is the right answer. Okay. I thought he was going to ask us about the magic question, then I remembered that those aren't real. As in, like, those are actual questions you have to remember the answer to. Anyway, this question seems familiar. When heated, the beta-amylase enzymes in sweet potatoes react with the starch present to produce which acrylacharite. I've completely forgotten. Oh no, did I get the right answer last time? I don't know. Okay. Well, it's not Maltese, because that isn't a starch. So it could be maltose, could be sucrose, could be galactose. So, sweet potatoes react with the starch present. When heated, the beta enzymes in the sweet potatoes react with starch present to produce which disaccharide. I want to say maltose, just because Maltese is wrong. But that could be a red herring. I have no idea. I think I'm getting the answer wrong. I don't think it's this one. Is it maltose? I have a feeling this is the right answer. Oh, right. Phew. We're past it. Wednesday? Question seems familiar. Which Roman goddess has been theorized as a namesake for the month of April? Aphrodite? That's not Roman, huh? Okay. Because I was thinking Greek goddess. Is Venus? Or is it Diana? It's not Minerva. Ceres, Venus, or Diana? I think it's Venus. I'm sure it's Venus. 99% sure it's Venus. It's the right answer. Okay, cool. Unless it just says I have to feel it's the right answer no matter what you put, which would be a very good troll. Okay. In the Tale of Genji, who does Hikaru Genji compare to cherry blossoms? Okay. Well, it wasn't Lady Fujisubo, because I don't remember saying that. I also don't remember saying Onasan no Miya. So it's either Aoi no Ue or Murasaki no Ue. I think I remember saying Murasaki no Ure. Yeah, I did. Okay. Advantage of reading everything out loud is that at some point I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize this. Last question. Which of the following words is not in the correct plural form? My god, a question I can actually answer. Okay, correct plural form. So, geeses is... No, would it just be geese? So you have many... So you would either have a mouse, or you have mice. Cactus or cacti. Moose or moose. Geese or geese. This is incorrect. This isn't the question that asked us previously, but geeses is incorrect because you don't say geeses. So that sounds stupid. Yeah. And now it's the essay question, which it does automatically, right? Last day of exams. The questions are just too easy. My pen won't stop moving. Oh, I think we got away with that. I finished today's exams. Everyone wants to talk, but all I want to do is end the episode because we got all the exams right, and somehow I'm still stressed. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.